Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Rex.
And so once again, we're on people who donated money in lieu of sending a bottle.
Sure. Blind tasting for me.
This is Sean Sellers who donated this. And we'll Magnificent Bastard you in a second.
Is this a space
But
side?
this is...
Is this a space side?
Just remember what Jimmy Legg said.
I don't know. Nobody listens to Jimmy Legg.
Yes, Rex, it's a space side.
Nobody listens to Jimmy Legg. Jimmy freaking Legg.
No, it is not a space side.
Blair.
It is a Scotch.
You know, I love that Jimmy Legg's first name is Blair, because anytime you had it with him, you just go, Blair.
Whatever, Blair.
It's the perfect name to go, Blair.
It's like Newman. So Sean was saying that, he also goes by Uncle Bob, by the way. He was saying that he struggles with loving whiskey because the alcohol burn, but somehow the really rich and smoky whiskey sort of caught him.
Yeah.
Right? So he mentioned a couple that he really loved. Well, I used his money to buy a special edition Island whiskey.
Is this an island?
Island.
Island?
It's one of the islands.
Hold on.
It is not Isla.
Hold on, because island whiskeys, I always, in my head, regionally, these were similar to Isla whiskey.
Yeah, salty and smoky.
And I asked you just, a handful of episodes ago, regionally, do they stay true to form?
Not Island, no.
So that's the asterisk.
Yeah.
Island is...
Isla does, typically.
Yes, I'm saying, but...
Island, no.
So, this is the asterisk to your statement. Regionally, distillers are going to stay true to form to what you would expect from a Speyside, from a lowland, from an Isla.
Right, but Island, well, it's not a region. It's considered part of the Highlands, but they're all over the map. Because Island includes
hold on.
Arran,
Yeah, okay.
Mole,
Right.
Skye,
Right.
Orkney, that's Highland Park.
Okay.
These could not taste any different from each other.
Okay, let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
Island whiskeys are considered Highland.
Sub-region of the Highlands.
And Highland whiskeys are considered...
Highland.
Are Highland whiskeys considered a part of Speyside?
No, it's the other way around.
Speyside is considered
Both
a part of Highland.
Speyside and Island are wrapped into Highland.
So that's what I meant when I said Speyside. It's all within the same wrapper. It's within the same wrapper. Regionally.
That was the longest path to my wrong is right that I've ever seen on this show. That was impressive, merely for the gym. Did you pull a muscle in that one? Because the gymnastics on that,
dude,
were just majestic.
I did not even close pulling. My bullshit game is strong.
Yeah. You were like Van Damme, one leg on a semi, other leg on a semi. You're just riding that thing.
But throw me a bone here.
Yeah.
Dude, on the nose, the fruitiness,
it's honey,
the sweetness,
and
the honey.
Floral and honeysuckle.
Yes, this is Speyside
I would
territory.
never have guessed this was an Island whiskey left to my own devices.
Okay. Now, why were you so... Because before we started rolling, he was insistent. I did not look at this. Don't look at the box.
Because it came from a box. And this box...
And I never looked.
The moment you see this box, you'll know what distillery it came from.
He accuses me of looking every time he's putting this stupid thing in the sock. I've never once looked. But I want to look right now. Dude, I have no idea.
It's Arran.
Okay.
Okay, this is Isle of Arran, which way back in the day was like a hotbed of illicit distilling activity. There were like hundreds of illicit stills going on in Arran. It's over there.
It was
in the islands.
You moved it.
Mm-hmm, it was up there.
Yeah.
But this is one of their special edition from the Smugglers series called The High Seas. Because Arran is in between Campbelltown and the main body of Scotland and England, right?
Yeah.
And so it used to be there were hundreds of illegal stills there because in any side of the island they could just ship their illegal whiskey all over the place.
They were putting the background for the whiskey after.
No, we gave a ton of
on the nose
notes.
On the nose, we got to get through the taste,
honeysuckle,
the taste notes. Now
there is a slight metallic note to the.
I will say this: the taste of this is a bit more nuanced than the nose, because the nose I'm getting Speyside for days. I'm getting the fruitiness, the floral, the sweetness, the blah blah blah, the honeysuckle. You know. This though, I'm getting the tiniest bit of earthiness, but it's not all sweet notes.
No, so think is though, this is a peated spirit, and the normal Arran is really peaty.
Right.
But they finished it in rum casks.
The peatiness,
And
though,
so you've got bourbon.
the reason why I'm not saying there is even a thread of peatiness. I'm going to say earthiness because it doesn't come across as what you would think as peat.
It doesn't turn into smoke.
Right. It's more of like an earthy undertone and undercurrent across these more light, fruity, floral.
Yeah, think of like if you've been in the kind of woods where when you grab a root and you pull it back, this deep, rich, dark earth is unveiled, and you get that scent of damp earth around a tree bed.
Yeah. That's really nice.
It's that kind of a thing. But that rum cask gives it this really sweet, pretty fruit note.
So at this point, I'm at a point where I need to start experiencing a range of rums.
In order to see what their effect is?
Yes.
Yeah, I did that with sherry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's at this point where I've had enough whiskeys that say, oh, it's rum finish. Like, I wouldn't know what piece of this is the rummy bit.
Right.
Because I don't have that background.
Right.
I'm going to have to try some rums.
55.4% alcohol.
55. Wow, I wouldn't have guessed
That's
that
high.
high. I wouldn't have guessed that high. It's definitely a full-bodied whiskey, but it doesn't come across as that aggressive.
So Sean Sellers, thank you.
Sean Sellers, you magnificent bastard.
So he donated money and said, get something nice. This is what I grabbed with it. Let's see what water does to this.
Okay.
And you can carry on in a few more comments there.
Yeah, we got a little bit of the fermented grains. 420. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up?
Balvenie worker number 1. I was talking about the Balvenie peated.
Oh yeah, we did the peated week. And he's going, here's how that came apart about.
Balvenie worker number 1. We just got a year's worth of peat delivered. Worker number 2. But we only have 1 week to use it. Balvenie worker number 1. Okay.
I love that conversation. Although it would have been even better with challenge accepted.
Yes.
You know, like Barney.
That really was the Balvenie.
It was
peat
so
week.
peaty.
It was, but it's nice, man.
Oh, it's. I think it's my favorite Balvenie.
Yeah. Did you add water to mine?
But I did, yeah.
Okay. Brad's Whiskey Journey. Is this the Leclerc?
This is Demigod.
Okay. We at where is the Daniel is wrong about something counter?
No, it's right over here.
Fireball is technically,
I'm not pulling it out.
legally speaking at least, whiskey because of a really dumb loophole in Canada whiskey labeling laws.
Yes.
Which then piggybacks on the U.S. allowing imported whiskey to retain its label based on the country of origins laws.
So
it's super dumb, though. I read that accurately.
Yeah,
Since by any rational measure, it's not really whiskey.
Yeah, so what happens is it meets the laws, qualifications of whiskey inside of Canada.
Right.
And then
Because-
the U.S.-Canada import laws mean that it can keep its original label when it makes it into the U.S. Now, they have that deal with Canada. They don't have that deal with other countries. Like, for example, in some Asian countries, whiskey can be under 40%.
Man, I just got to tell you, I think regulations imposed by people who are unfamiliar with the industry are fantastic.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that at all.
Yeah, Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, you fight for a friend.
If you steal me, you steal lovers' hearts.
And if you drink,
May you drink with us.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, and drop a question or comment down below.